Hey, what's good, guys? It's Austin here, or Luna. So today's story time is one of those teenage dumbass story times, okay? Story takes place when I was 16. I was at a friend's house. That's where it all starts off, okay? Now, my friend was a little bit, not on the bright side, I would say. He didn't really have a lot of technology growing up or anything that a lot of teenagers do. So he would kind of have to make his own fun. So he was kind of like a pyromaniac and all about the wilderness and just going out and doing dumb shit to get a laugh. And he was a really funny kid, but sometimes he'd get himself in situations. Today's about one of those situations, okay? So he invited me and a few other people over for a bonfire one night. I went to his house, started off as a normal night, and then his dumb ass starts drinking. And after a few beers, he's already buzzed, and he's making bad decisions. And he puts gas on the fire, which makes it fucking go up even higher. Never put gas on a fire. Never. Even if it's before it's lit. Never do that. Anyway. This dude starts throwing gas on the fire, gets even bigger. It's almost out of control. And we're like, yo, chill out with that. He's like, dude, I know what I'm doing. So he puts it to the side, the gas can. And I know from experience that putting gas on a live fire is a terrible idea. And you guys have probably heard that story before. But anyway, he sets it down, he keeps drinking, he ends up getting drunk as fuck. And later on in the night, he goes to put more back on to the fire, the gas. And I was like, dude, don't do it. Like, just leave it be. It's burning fine. We don't need it any bigger. It's perfect. Like, it's warming us up. And he goes, dude, chill out. And he puts more on the fire, and it gets even bigger. And then, while he's putting it on there, it kind of splashes outside of the fire pit, so the grass catches on fire. And his dumbass starts pouring gasoline on the grass to write out, like, letters to try and spell something. I don't know what he was trying to fucking write. And in the process, he's almost catching everyone's fucking feet on fire, because we're standing right next to him. And I jumped the fuck back. I'm like, dude, stop. What are you doing? Because he's literally spilling gas everywhere, on the verge of lighting everybody's feet on fire. And then finally he stops. Luckily, it didn't get too out of control. But then he throws the gas can behind him, and it splashes all over the back of his house. Not like the entire fucking thing, but a good amount of gas got on the back of his house. And he goes up to it with the lighter, and he goes, yo, dare me? Dare me? I was like, dude, this is your parents and your house. Don't fucking light it on fire. You sleep here, you live here. You burn it down, you don't live anywhere. Don't do that. And then my other friend walks over, and he's like, dude, just hand me the lighter. Don't fucking do that. And before he could walk over to grab it, my friend sparks the fucking lighter and lights his house on fire. And everyone loses their shit. And I honestly thought it wouldn't be that big of a flame on his house. But it was pretty fucking big. It was big enough to not be able to put out by hitting it with a shirt, because that's what we tried at first. My friend took his shirt off and starts hitting at it. Meanwhile, my other friend, the one that lit his own house on fire, is just standing there with a lighter in his hand, laughing, while his own house is on fire. And all of us are trying to put his house out, and we're fucking hitting it with shirts, and I grabbed a beach towel, and it wasn't going out. So I ran over to the garden hose, right? And I turn on the water, and I run over, and I try and spray at it. But of course, where the fire was lit and where the hose is, the hose wasn't long enough. It didn't extend long enough to get to where the fire was. So I'm trying to stand back and like spray it from a distance, but the shitty nozzle in the hose wouldn't reach. So I had no other options. I'm like, fuck, what do I do? And my friend goes, yo, call 911, call 911. And I go to pull my phone out, and before I could do it, my other friend was already on the phone with them. And I was like, thank fuck, someone else had the idea. So before the fire department came, I ran inside and got bottles of water and tried that, but that still didn't really do much. But luckily, when the fire department came, they got it out. And luckily, it didn't get so fucking big to the point where, like, it was unreversible damage. Let me tell you, his house looks fucked. To this day, the house still looks fucked up in the back because, well, because he fucking lit his house on fire. But there's just this giant pitch black spot on his house. And it's pretty big. But honestly, it adds character. It always has a story to tell if you see that spot on his house. But yeah, another fucking pyromaniac, crazy story. I haven't told one of these in a long time. I think the last one I told was about me and my house, because I did something a little bit similar, but it was more of an accident on my end. It wasn't anything near what happened here. But yeah, guys, if you enjoyed this story, please leave a like. Moral of the story is, don't be like my friend, okay? Just don't. But yeah, guys, if you like this story, please leave a like on the video. Leave your stories in the comments down below. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you guys all later. Peace.